Welcome back to the Crust. My name is Nilaus and we're back here with our Let's Play, and sorry for taking a little bit of a break. I had a little bit of summer vacation coming up, but we are furiously continuing this series, don't you worry. It's just summertime, so sometimes there will be a little bit of a break here, but we're continuing, and we'll just take stock of the situation. Up top we have our expedition center, some solar panels, some batteries. Down here we have our 6 rescued astronauts, colonists, things, and then we have a little bit of everything else, but not sort of super much, not super interesting, not really much in terms of playing it as a factory game, but you know, we'll eventually move on and get more of this. So our objective, let's look at the map. This truck is coming to the research outpost, but which will give us some organics, but it'll also give us some very important science, because we're kind of stuck on science here. You can see we have 0 green production, and we need green for all the things we need for our mission. So we're kind of not really soft locked, but kind of. There's also over here a private lab. Nah, let's continue. Did you just? Yeah, you just stopped. Set up expedition. Private lab at transit station. We'll continue to send you to the transit station because you're already en route, and then you can sort of head to the private lab afterwards. But this one has been added in a patch, so it actually occurs or is added to maps. Oh, wasting not channel points. That's here. So we'll just let the repeater fall out. It's the blue ones. Let's see, what is it we really want? We want actually the smart factory. Oh, that's already done. It's just missing the green ones. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that rolling update is taking a little bit more. Okay, so that is not it. Let's do something like this one, and that should get us going. Okay, so what we want to do today is we want to make room for the fundamental science lab, the medical science lab, and other stuff. So that means we need to build out here 7. I think it needs to be 8, and then a door going in. Weird that doesn't. Oh, does it just need to re-rotate it? There. Ah, no? Weird that it doesn't want to be placed here. Oh, okay, well, they got placed there then. Good. And then what I'm going to do is I am actually going to dismantle this part, because apparently you don't really need to have dedicated rooms. I think it's just if you need to have rooms, but you don't need to make it into rooms. You just have one big room apparently. I thought like you needed rooms for it, but nope. Then this is working. What else do we want to get going? We're actually a little bit of an intermezzo here, so I'm going to be expanding our solar panels, because you never know, you're always going to need more power one way or another. And we're also going to expand accumulator space here. That's going to be expanded a lot more. There we go. That's going to be expanded just while we wait for all the other things to complete. Here we go, we reached the research outpost. The spoiled supplies and broken equipment are unlikely to be useful to us, but the research data will help us better understand the biological capabilities of organisms on the moon. And the most important part about this is the 60 green science for 90 days, which is great, because that means now we're actually progressing on this one. And it's shortly said that we're wasting science points, but that's not true. It's all good, and this is progressing. Now, obviously, the usual stuff I forgot to say, but that's important, is that, hey, remember to like and share and subscribe and all that stuff, good stuff. It helps a lot with both me knowing if you're of interest in me continuing the series, which I kind of have a feeling that you do, but also just for visibility on that good old tube algorithm.
The logistics station comprises a complex of buildings, including a large structure built into the crater wall, and several technical buildings in the vicinity. Preliminary scans indicate an inordinate number of people inside the residential block of the station. The facility is owned by the ACIL concern, and their representative is quick to get in touch with.
Hello, Director. I'm glad you're here. Could you support us by providing supplies and spare parts for repairs? There are more people at our station now than we'd planned, and we need help. After the disaster, tons of survivors started flocking to us from all over the area. But we don't have enough food or medicine to feed and treat them, and the life support system has started to wear out due to the increased load.
Interesting to use the metric of tons of survivors.
Survivors have gathered here, forced to huddle together in the cramped quarters of the small station and suffer from a shortage of food and medicine. We could assist them in their accommodating corporations for free, or offer to sell supplies to them. Alternatively, we could refuse to provide any assistance.
Of course we'll offer it for money.
Well, Director, we agree with your proposal. All labor must be paid for, right?
Everything comes with a price, especially when it comes to food and medicine. It's fortunate that we were able to reach an agreement with the conglomerate, Director.
Good. Good that we are in agreement. That doesn't work. It has to be over to that one. Good. I'm just building another ore detector out here, just to see if we can discover anything interesting. So now we need to figure out what that is. This is delivering resources. Are you heading back to base? Yeah, you kind of are. I don't think you're carrying anything. No, you're generating. Oh, that's the rover. Yeah, okay. So the rover should now go to here. Rover, there. And then this is heading back with the organics and 2 motors. And then there's the unidentified vehicle. So we need modular terminals and micro transactions. So we got the micro thingies here. A little bit of that still. And, oh, research complete. Nice. But let's also just request the 2 modular things. We don't have those. There. 1, 2. They're expensive, but we'll take it. And, oh. Like that? Yes. So we'll just get that in here. That'll just be dropped, so we have it. Research complete. We got the sociology lab. Great. Let's have a look. What else we need? Sociology lab. We also need the... Do we need the engineering lab? I don't know if we do. And we need data center at some point, so let's get that going. And then we have 14 days. So down here, we can actually make now a sociology lab. That's under science. Woo! But it can't be built here. Ironically, I'm gonna need to build it over here. Oh, this is perfect placement. But that needs, this has to be built. It's gonna take a little bit of time. And up here we also still have a little bit of work to be done on that part. And then we have this coming back and then setting up a new expedition. So we need to first get back and unload and then set up the next expedition to the unidentified vehicle here. So our little extension here is now ready and we can build our science facility, which is nice. And if I build it the wrong way, then they won't be able to go in. And there's kind of a desk somewhere. Yeah, now the desk has to be out and accessible because I can kind of feel that that's where they want to go to. So we build it here and we can build the other labs next to it. And we are then progressing on the medical lab. That is medical block here, which should be 6 days. And if you look on the map, I have sent out this truck to complete this mission here with the 2 modular terminals and some microchips. And our little rover is stuck heading towards the private lab. So it'll get there. It'll get there soon enough. And we can then get this one. We'll have someone who wants to work here. Hopefully. We'll just mark it as high priority, both in terms of build and in terms of completion. There we go, unidentified vehicle. While attempting to access the rover, the security system was triggered, leading to a complete wipe of the data stored inside the vehicle. Regrettably, all efforts to recover information about the rover or the stored data have proven futile. Consequently, the only viable course of action is to disassemble the vehicle. That's interesting, because... Okay, so you're just heading back. So now this one... Oh, wow. We can just send someone to pick it up. Let's just send the truck immediately. All of it. Nice. That's a lot of good stuff here. Nice. Perfect. So that comes in and then can disassemble the unidentified vehicle. Perfect. And we also have this one that we need to do. Robots, modular frames, and I hope these robots are not going to be used, but I should just being sort of not consumed, but just being used for the repairs, and then they can come back, hopefully. We got the sociology lab working, and it doesn't do anything. It generates 0 until I get scientists in here. So we should have someone who's a scientist. No. We have... Why are they... Oh, medics, engineers. Scientist. Yes, you're a scientist. Don't do anything except science. I don't know how that works. This kind of feel like oxygen not included. I don't... bartender, like, really? I think there are too many categories. Like, maybe just engineering, research, and... I don't know. Maybe they'll make sense otherwise. Like, therapist, medic, pharmacist. Okay. Technically, is it necessary? Oh, and the game crashed again. God damn, this game crashes all the time. Holy shit, it's a crashy game. Well, I'm gonna try to recover to this position and then we're back. This is the third time I restart this game now. Something on the news version has caused it to crash all the time. We have our research lab in progress or working, and we now need to go for the colonists. And we had one scientist down here. Yes, so scientists will do nothing but science, and then we hope it doesn't crash again. I think the crash is actually because of this autosave. So now I've turned down the autosave, and if it doesn't happen again, then it might be that's causing it. Because as I was recovering, I thought, well, I put the autosave on 10-minute timer, so there should be an autosave, and there wasn't any autosave. So I thought, you know, maybe that's because when it triggered the autosave, it just blew up. That is my theory, at least. Completely unconcerned, but crash is not so cool. Also, weirdly enough, this one happened to get something else, and we actually got some weather data and some stuff for that, and now it says unidentified vehicle, it can be dismantled, but I can't do anything in terms of dismantling it. So a different outcome came by doing this time.
Package delivered.
Package delivered. Then let's go back, and that is what's coming back with. And out here, mission, what? This one, do we have modular frames? No. Do we have all this? We have the components, we have the titanium plates, I think, but modular frames we do not have. Let's have a look. Yes, that one and that one, great. But no research complete. Which one's that? Oh, the medical block, nice. And then, so if we have to get some modular frames, let's take a look. If we go here, buy some modular frames, those are expensive if I recall correctly. There, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of those, 24,000. Oh yeah, that's kind of a little bit too expensive because I know that I need some other research. Fundamental Science Lab is the one we have for research, then let's build here. That is under life support, and there should be a medical block. Now I'm gonna build that down here. That seems like as good a place as any to build a medical block. So medical block, and then we'll build the science block later on. Oh, look at this. 300, 204. Okay, never mind. But it was good while it lasted. Now they just go home and sleep. I don't know if that follows like the rhythm of the day or if they're sort of slowed down a little bit. But now we're getting this lab, should be fine. With this lab available, I don't think the private lab is actually as important to get, and therefore we might actually be worthwhile to build, to request over here to buy these modular frames, despite them being very expensive. They're about as expensive as they can get. Yeah, okay, that doesn't change much in terms of pricing. So it was 8 of them. Let's get that. And then once we get those cargo pods down here, then we can actually send out a new, here, that one. Let's have a look. Select transport on the way. What? There, truck, expedition settings, all of it. Yes, we got all of it, and return to base afterwards. Good, off we go. And we've reached the private lab. This is pretty cool because now we can actually pay for some social lab. And yeah, it's more expensive. Do I have 50,000? I don't think I have 50,000. So we'll just have to make do with that. And we're going to confirm it 30,000. Yes, we didn't have the money. In the meantime, we're just having fun, just scanning out here, just trying to find some aluminium. It must be out here somewhere, some aluminium deposit, but we haven't been able to find it. And we have tons of power here. So just ping as much as we want out there. Let's see. Let's actually see. Did I also ping up here? That's not really worth pinging up there. I think that's already been pinged there. Yes. All right. So delete that one. And let's see. So that means the lab is now more productive. If you look at here, we got the paid lab and the research outposts. And then we have, once they are actually getting to work here, then they'll also be working at that one. For some reason. Oh, and that's the idle rover on the map. Great. Well, not so great, but at least we can scan just to see if there's anything interesting around. Nope. So we'll just let this one just roam around and find some new stuff out on the map. And finally we get the research completed, so we can now build the fundamental lab here, and that also has a position where they can build. So I'm gonna build it here, and that's should be the right place. What are we missing actually? Aluminium is probably what we're missing. Yes, aluminium. That's really sucky that aluminium is missing, because that's something we could definitely get, but I just don't have it. 10. Okay, I'll get a few more because we're probably gonna, there we go. Oh no. I don't even have the money for this. Damn. 30. Yep, we do not have a lot of money. We need contracts enabled. And that was the research lab. Let's see what we can do. We look at the size of this science module is just breaking it in. That is absolutely glorious. And we can now start working on some other research here. We did queue up the CPU. Big water tank, better, less commission on buying. Yeah, I think we need that. The multi-regolith and smart thing. Do we have the smart thing queued up? No, we do not. I think that's more important than that one. Let's see, that's only requiring 800, so let's actually get it up after the rolling mill upgrade. Actually before that, because I want to build a smart concrete factory. And here we go with the fundamental science lab is now being constructed, and that should mean that this completion, and that triggers something else, I believe. So let's have a look at what it triggers.
Objective achieved. The living quarters are fully equipped. We've done a lot of work, but we can't relax just yet. This is only the beginning.
Okay, so that was it. But I think it's still, I still think we should get some more. Maybe it's actually because we need to research. Where is it? It is the repeater. So let's get the repeater online here. This one is 0.3 days away, and then I'm gonna get the repeater in instead of something else.
Director?
Oh, there we go.
Alice, I have great news. There's an opportunity to capitalize on our lunar venture in a faster time frame.
Research complete.
You must have slept through the latest news. A meteorite just hit the moon. We're short on resources and time, and all supply shipments to Earth have been cut off. But surely you have a brilliant idea.
Director, we're in a unique situation. There's no alternative to lunar production on Earth, and we've made excellent progress in restoring production. Even basic resources will go for extremely favorable prices. Right now, the ACIL company is requesting a batch of silicon to continue producing building materials. You can accept the contract at the control center.
It's also interesting, like the ACIL is the Arabian something, which is literally the middle of the desert, and they need to ship silicon from the moon. Might be something right under your feet, but all right, we'll ship it from the moon. Sure, we'll complete the contract.
We need a landing platform to exchange resources with Earth. It's a good thing we built one recently.
Ah, right.
Director, now I'll explain the basic principles of working with the Logistics Management Center and the contracts exchange. At the top of the screen are the main categories.
Okay, chip. There we go. I'll do the explaining around here. ACIL Corporation. Oh, shut up. So we get a mission here. High demand, and this means that it's a rocket thing. We get 60 research and 18,000 if we ship off 45. I'll do that. So, and we also get some relations with them. That's this bar here, which I don't know what does, but it does something. And then also some reputation, which is something we'll get. And then we get 60 engineering for 90 days, which is absolutely amazing. So we go over here. Shut up. And then we can ship it, and we'll just go all of it. 45. And then we can select the different cargo pods. They are big, small, more expensive. We'll take the small one because that's cheaper. And from which of the landing pad sites, we only have one. And then we'll just ship it off. And what happens down is that up here, there'll be a container being dropped. No contract available. That's the one we're completing. And then they'll be bringing the 45, and then we'll be good to go. Great. So that ships off some silicon, and we do have a lot of that. So that is no problem at all. And that should start getting us some money, because we're a little bit short on money. They might actually just revolt because they don't have anywhere to... they can't get paid. So, yeah, in the last seconds we're getting this. What about this one's transit station? That's a lot of things. Is it 12? Yeah, it's expensive. And a lot of food that we don't have, and a lot of medicines, and a lot of steel. But you're almost there, so that's good.
Director, our main account balance has reached a critical low, which poses a significant risk to our company's operations. It's important to remember that constructing conveyors and laying electrical wires entails financial expenses. Moreover, all capsule shipping operations, including sending contracts or buying and selling resources, incur transportation costs that are our responsibility. Without funds in our account, logistics will come to a halt. I will initiate a transfer of 30,000 credits from our reserve account, but please be cautious, as this exhausts our reserve funds. Proceed with care and closely monitor our credit balance.
Well, that's perfect. So we just got 30,000 for free. Hey, that should teach us financial responsibility, right? I guess not. There we go. And we should get another 18,000 from this. Perfect. Right, and we got the labs here.
Resources have been delivered. It will take them a little time to get the place back in order.
That's for this one. So we'll I think you're just idling here. Yeah, so just idle because this one
Great job, Director.
gonna work.
The funds have already been
look at
deposited
that.
into our account. At
More
this
money.
rate, we'll soon
Oh, of course, we didn't have more pressing issues for which the dispatched resources would be useful. But no, Director, we didn't miss out on short-term gain.
Wow, she's snide. I mean, come on. It's actually rather useful. How much? 2,400, 800. The CPU density center, I can bump that up because these are some really expensive ones. And then we need something else that consumes blue. Nitinol? Nope, that's already done with the blues. We'll do some of that one. Fuel generator. Okay, that's cool. And that goes down here because we want this, which is batteries. So that should be nice. New contract available. Nice. Malachite Heavy Industries. What do you want? You want 60 steel. That's no problem. And you'll give us 20,000 for it. I like. Absolutely glorious. I'll just ship off the... Oh, there. All of it. And send it off. Good. Now we're making money. We also have the smart concrete factory, so it's time for us to actually build a little factory. We don't, if you think of this as a factory builder, it doesn't feel like a factory builder, at this point at least. It might do so later on, but right now it doesn't feel like a factory builder. I think that it comes later, but for now it's not really at all a factory builder. That's okay, it's it is what it is, and there we go. So this produces silicon, and then I'm gonna go into another little factory here that is a smart concrete factory, and that goes like this, I think. Yeah, let's do it like this, and a storage box there, and then we can do build, and that one as well, build. And now we have the issue of getting the slag inbound, so let's go back and get some slag storage. That's in a bulk storage. I'll build that here. Let's have a look if that works. Yes, it does work. So this will be that's totally not what I wanted. There, select resource, slag, and then we're gonna get slag out from this one. So let's just make that here. Slag out. Oh, come on, there and there. That should be fine. But we're also gonna get other places that have slag. This one already has. Oh, definitely not what I wanted. No, this one has 400 something slag, and if I just drag it out, then we can drag it over to this location.
Director, there's news.
There we go.
In short, I've signed an agreement to complete several contracts on our behalf.
Good for you.
There was a frenzy on the market, and I couldn't delay. Competitors are ready to restart production on Earth, or sell off their remaining reserves for such prices. But I beat them to it, and pledged to deliver the resources. Now, it's your turn to show that we're indispensable partners and reliable suppliers. You'll find the accepted contract under the Active tab.
Awesome.
Director, I see them in the database as accepted. Mr. Ledger has outdone himself. This is not just unprofessional, but also extremely irresponsible. How about notifying before signing rather than after?
No, that's fine. That's fine. We want
My job is to secure the most lucrative contracts for the company, Ms. Vance. And if a few small deliveries are too challenging for us, we have no business being in the market.
Director,
there we go.
I'll deal with Ledger later. Try to focus
Contract
on
completed.
active
New contract. Oh, you just shut up. That's nice. Okay, so we need to do this one. That's 95 and 50. That's not a problem. We got all of that. Easy peasy. And we get, if we complete it within 100 days, we get 45. And if we complete it after 100 days, we get 30,000. So you know what? Let's just shift click that one in, shift click that one. Ship the whole thing in, get it done, make some money. We got a multi-regolith factory. That's not something we really need right now, but it's kind of, well, we'll get it. Rare earth processing material, I'll also get that. And yeah, so we get the CPU data center, which we need, and then we get the elevator, which is also something we need like later on. Yeah, so science is working. We got lots of good money coming in. This one will be working and getting our regolith factory here, there, and this. Well, they'll be building it. Oh, right, they're not building it because that one is just being filled up. Cool, that's good. What about out here on the map? You are just idling until we are done with the repair, and then you'll bring it back. In the meantime, you are just going around scanning stuff and just hoping to find something useful. Nothing useful found, and then we'll just get you over there. And then scan from that location.
You're doing a great job, Director.
There we go.
Execute the next contract on time, and I will personally pay for Ms. Vance's therapist.
It's about time, considering you're one of the main reasons to visit him.
Director, CPU is the heart of our base, responsible
That's
for all
completely
computational
irrelevant
tasks.
to the element. Look at that.
Our
Look at the
automated
research.
production requires enormous computational power. Every module built and every drone operating uses CPU.
That's this
We
part.
will soon reach the limit, and to continue construction, we will need data centers.
Oh, no one available. That sucks.
An important note, if I may. Data centers are very particular about installation conditions and require a lot of microcircuits and microprocessors. It would be more cost-effective to focus on optimizing existing production. More technologically advanced modules consume less CPU. By studying new technologies, we can replace low-efficiency modules and free up CPU for other tasks. For example, one large solar panel generates almost as much energy as a dozen small panels, with significantly lower CPU costs. Director, Crust has sent us an additional set of drones, which
nice.
will allow us to expand production even further.
Down to 11, that
Treat them
sucks.
with caution. They are an extremely rare and valuable resource.
Yay, we get two drones. Fine, it's not much, but it's something. That also means that we can actually, now that we are making a little bit of money, we can go down here and you can actually buy robots. They've cost 47,000. Yep. Well, if they get cheaper, we'll probably buy them. But 47,000, it's expensive. But we'll try to get it. Urgent contract. All right. What do we want? 30 of the components. That's expensive, but we get 80,000. Oh yes, I'll accept it. I love these contracts. They are exactly what we need, and that's NERPA, North European Robotics Production Association. Yeah, that's us, and we get 104,000. Ooh, if we do it fast. Oh, I'm gonna do it fast. There, that one. Just get all of it. Ship it off. 30 of those. Totally worth doing. Absolutely amazing. And we're still building a little bit more solar because why not? And the rover is idle on the global map. We just desperately want this rover to discover something interesting. Nope. Damn. Well, maybe when we get the repeater, it'll discover something interesting.
Director, I have urgent news.
Oh no.
Scientists around the world are sounding the alarm. They have detected a change in the trajectory of the asteroid Totatus. It will inevitably collide with Earth in just 2 years.
How does a trajectory of an asteroid just change? I'm currently studying the data. The diameter of the asteroid is almost 6 kilometers. If such a celestial body collides with Earth, the consequences will be very dire.
Crust has already
Weird
contacted
that
us and
some
provided
things are-
plans for
yeah.
the construction of a laser system that will help deflect the asteroid's
Woohoo!
course and
Lasers.
save millions of lives. We must focus on this, Director. All other tasks are secondary. Attention, all departments.
There we go.
Our new priority is the construction of a laser system to save Earth from the asteroid Totatus. We face a serious threat, and time is of the essence. All departments and specialists must begin their tasks for the new mission immediately. Detailed instructions will follow shortly. End of message.
Okay, that was interesting. Research.
The funds from the contract have been transferred to the account. Keep up the good work.
Oh, we might all say that they only care about profit, but to complete such a large-scale construction, a colossal amount of resources is needed. The contract system and trading on the online market will help us earn the funds to purchase the missing resource and expand our own production. We have agreed with Crust on a suitable place for the construction southeast of our base. I have marked it on the map. We can proceed with laying the foundation. And we have a contract completed, 104,000. That is glorious. Lots and lots of good money. And then we can look at the laser gun. Well, where is it? Where is it? It's out. Oh, that's far away. And it needs 3,950 smart concrete, 240 titanium plates, and 3,600 steel. So let's just say that it probably needs us to scale up production a little bit. This one should also be done soon. Seems like a great place. We got money rolling in from contracts. We have set up some things. We got the smart concrete working out here. This is just in time because this one will actually be a way for us to... Huh? Is it not coming in? Oh yeah, it's raking in here. This will actually be a great way for us to build all the 3,900 we actually need. So we're going to need to send a lot of shipments over there. And that's going to be exciting to get that. That means that we need to focus a lot more on scaling up. I think one of the things that we absolutely need is to get more drones. Drones are stupid expensive. Like, oh my god. 200,000? I mean, robots are just invaluable, and I'm just gonna build it there. It might be too expensive, but we'll take it because we need robots. Drones. We also need to detect more things out here, like this one, for example. And we're just the start of the night, and we have 25 days, so not a problem. We absolutely need to find some aluminium out here. So let's see if we can find some aluminium. Got it. We found the aluminium. Perfect. Because there is aluminium out there, but it's just a little bit further out. Might as well scan these things here, just out there, and that one. Then there you have a full coverage.
The ASIL Corporation needs materials for desalination stations. We can't leave the region without drinking water, can we?
So all of this has to be dug out, like really far out, but whatever. That gets done. We can't leave them without. No. 250. I have it, and that one. We'll take that one. Perfect. Lots of good contract and research. Now we got the repeater. We got lots of stuff going on, and I will just start the construction of the repeater, whatever the hell that it is doing. I'll build it. I can't build it much further out, so I'm gonna build it here. Whoop. We don't know what it's gonna do, and we have a contract that we want to complete. They are ASIL. That one. Send resources so we get more money. All of that, and this one. All of that. Great. Oh, that's too big for one part, so we just change it up to hold on. Faster cargo pod, larger cargo pod. They have the same time, but this one is cheaper, so we'll do that. That can contain all of it, and then ship it. Go. Perfect. So that is definitely some activity that needs to get going, and we definitely want to scale things up. So I'm gonna leave it at this point for this episode, and I think that it was the autosave that caused our issues. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, be sure to hit the like button, leave a comment below if you have some good ideas of what to do next. And then of course I'll be back with another episode in the coming days, so stay tuned. And of course, biggest thanks go out to all the Patreon supporters who are supporting the channel and the work I do here. Without you, this would not be possible. Quite simply would not be possible. So thank you very much, all of you patrons. Until next time, take care, and as always, stay effective.